So I was gonna do like a question answer thing and like talk to you about like myself and Comic Con and my relationship and stuff. But I think I'm gonna kind of change the topic maybe, and I'm gonna talk about myself and what I've been experiencing recently. Because I feel like I don't know, like lots of people go through a time in their life when it really feels like it's the end. Like I don't know, it's hard. Like I'm sure lots of you experience some kind of depression or anxiety or feeling lost and confused with the way that you are living and confused about what you're doing. Like everybody goes through this stage. Like even if you're not willing to talk about it or share it with anyone, I I want to like share how I feel. No, I want to like express this to you and hopefully my experiences and how I'm dealing with this will help you maybe. I don't know. Recently I got some counselling and I found out that I have a fear of rejection and I have anxiety and basically I don't like people leaving me. I'm not, if, I don't know, I wouldn't say that I was like a clingy person. I just, in the past, lots of my friends and people I was close to decided that they no longer wanted to talk to me. They no longer wanted to be my friend because I was annoying or too clingy, or they just, I don't know, their girlfriend said that they couldn't be friends with me anymore. And I'm not embarrassed by my reaction or how how I've turned out because of this. I'm not embarrassed that I have a fear of rejection or that I need counseling. I'm not ashamed by it. I'm not ashamed by the fact that, I've come to a point in my life where I've got two choices. I can either, keep trying to fight or end up doing something to myself that I know that if it didn't work that I'd probably regret. Like seriously. Like I've been at this stage in my life before, around February last year. It was February this year when I ended up in hospital because of I let things get to a point where it was just this one thing just pushed me over the edge. It was like that pushing point in my life, and I ended up in hospital, and I felt I was at that stage, and I just felt like without this friend who had just left me, how was I gonna go on? I mean, I had a boyfriend at that point. I was still with Jack. Um, I'm still with him, but yeah, I was with Jack at that point, and I had a couple friends, but most of like my main friend group at school consisted of like 3 or 4 people that I felt like I was also kind of drifting away from. Like I felt like we weren't as close as we used to be. And I think that was also like a big thing. You know how it is, like friends at that age, like or friends at my age now, like teenage friends. I don't know, you just need them, And it was one of my other friends that didn't go to the same school as me, but we were quite good friends, and he was. I didn't think he was like the only person keeping me, but I felt like if I lost him, then that would just rip me to pieces because I'd already lost quite a few friends at that point. I didn't feel like I could physically and emotionally go through this losing another friend. So I felt like I just had to kind of just escape from it all, and I felt like I couldn't do this anymore. Like I couldn't do life, so to say. And I don't know, I got better afterwards. I saw a counsellor, but it was while I was in hospital, I realised, like, I had a load of friends, like people I didn't even consider my close friends anymore, messaging me and asking me how I felt and telling me they would always be there for me. And it made me realise that none of them had said that before. Like, no one had even really paid me that much attention before then. And it made me realise that, it takes a lot to make people fully understand just how sad you are, or it takes like a big thing to make people be like, holy crap, she's obviously, or they are obviously really in the need of some attention and like love from us and support. And it was like, that's why I got counselling. Like, before I was in hospital, like, I'd heard nothing back from the doctors, and then, like, straight after I'd done it, like, we were in hospital, and I had like an instant appointment with this, like, they're called CAMPs, and they're like a counselling support thing where I live. And so, like, it was after that that I finally got counselling, and like, I'd been getting better. Like, it took me a while, but I was finally like sorting my life out, with GCSEs, and I was distracted. I was focused on getting the results that I needed. And I suppose even though the stress was insane and I was constantly worried about my other friends leaving me, I think the GCSEs were probably good for me at that point, because it was the distraction that I needed. And I was excited. I was planning like prom and my future, and that was really good. And then it was prom time that me and my friends had this fight, and I felt distant, and I felt myself coming away from them, and like being like, holy shit, what is happening? Like, what is this going on? And then I think the summer was probably my downhill. Like, I thought I'd hit rock bottom, and I was heading in that direction again. Like, over the course of the summer holidays, I could just feel myself just spiraling downwards. And I'm at this point now where I've just plateaued. I'm just on the bottom. Like, this is the bottom. And this is where I am. Like, my fingers are not straight, so it kind of looks like mountain. But this is like bottom for me. And like, I've had counselling again, like I just said, like a couple of days ago now, and I have support of a couple friends and my boyfriend. But it's like, so basically, people will say to you, don't ever let anyone make you feel like shit. Don't ever give anyone the permission to make you feel like shit. And see, I have this other friend, like, yeah, I know, it sounds like I have loads of friends, doesn't it? I have this friend. I'm not gonna name names because I don't know. You might watch, maybe you won't. Um, but we haven't been speaking really in the past like couple of months. Like, not probably. We'll maybe have like one or two sentence conversations, and then he'll just disappear again. Maybe his Facebook and phone is still not working. But he told me he got them fixed, and like, that is just, I am trying like so hard to like fix myself, I am trying to get myself back to that specific point where I was happy and I was calm and I was I was content with myself. And like, he is making that harder for me, and I don't feel like that's acceptable. I don't feel like I'm gonna give him the permission to keep making me feel like this. Whether that means that I tell him to get out my life, or maybe we try and work it out. You see, people are always gonna do that to you, and if they're really close, like friends, then you're just gonna keep letting them because you don't want to cause a problem. Like, I'm really bad at confronting people and telling them that they've upset me. And I think now I think when you get to a certain age, like when you're old enough to understand and recognize how you feel, it's up to you to make yourself feel better. Like you can get support and help from friends, and that's great. It's up to you how, I don't know, like for me, I need that kind of reassurance from my friends. Like I don't want like a specific help from them because I feel like I am able to fix and help myself. I don't need like them telling me ways on making myself feel better, like exercise or something, because maybe that's not gonna work for me. But I feel like talking about how I feel, no matter how scary or how awkward or clingy or desperate or whiny you feel, doing that is such a weight off my shoulders. Like just to find that we're like 1 2 people that you can just unload onto is it's such a great feeling. And if they give you that gentle reassurance that actually you are loved and that like even though you were afraid of the future or you are really sad or just feel like maybe ending it would be the best thing for you, you feel like no one would really miss you that much because why should they? You're not someone worldly famous. Like you didn't invent Facebook or something, you know. And you just feel like you are this insignificant nothingness on a world full of significant people. Like there are billions and billions of people on this planet. Like one person missing, it's not gonna do anything. And you just and like I feel like that. I feel like that a lot. And I need friends just reminding me, like pushing me and saying, "Hey, hold up a second. I love you. You know, your family loves you. People that you don't even realize love you that much actually really love you." Like, so I just want to, like, even if you're just watching this video and you're thinking, "God, she's just rambling on and on," and maybe it doesn't make that much sense. It probably doesn't. It's just like all over the place now. Like, I don't know. I didn't have like a script. It's just me telling it from how I feel, and yeah, not very good at the whole serious thing. But yes, if any of you feel you're you're not wanted or you're not important or that you wouldn't be missed or that it's and you're at that point now where it's just you're just gonna keep struggling onwards and you're just gonna keep ending back to that circle because it might get better for like a week or a month or maybe even a year, but you're always gonna regress and go back to that just at that place where it's just completely shitty. Like an example of this for me was like I would go months without self harming. Like I didn't have to cut in order to feel good, and that was great. And then I would find myself at a point where I had to again because I needed to it was my way of expressing my anger towards myself. Like I was really angry. I still am. Like, I'm really angry with myself, and that is my way of like dealing with that anger. I'm taking my anger out of myself and taking all my pain and my anger and everything that I feel and just taking it out on myself. And that's not a good thing. Like if you feel like that and you just don't see how it's gonna get better, like it's not gonna be good forever. Like you don't feel like life is gonna continuously be better. But you just if you feel like that, if you still feel like that and nothing anyone says or does is making you realize that, then you need to just watch this or remember that actually there are so many people out there that love you. Like whether it's friends or it's family, like you would be missed. You'd be missed by everyone that you know. like everyone in your class or your course, or even that person that just like sits near you on the bus every day would probably miss seeing your face, or that person that works in the shop and sees you like every day getting your milk and stuff would be like, hey, I haven't seen that so and so in a while. I wonder what they're up to. Like they would miss you. Like maybe they wouldn't like cry and sob, but they would miss you. And like all of my subscribers, like everyone that is subscribed to me, or sometimes messages me on Tumblr, or reblog some of my stuff. Like I would miss you. Like everyone would miss you, and you need to realize that. And you need to just think to yourself, well, do I really want to be at this position? Like, do I really want to be here in my life? Or do I want to get it better? Like, do I want to physically and emotionally be better? Because you can either sit there, you can sit there and you can dwell on the fact that your life probably sucks right now, and it's hard. Or you can end it. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what you should do. You could give up. But is that really best? Like, is that really the solution? Or, you could do everything that it takes to get you better, even if you go days feeling sad. If you try just a little bit, just a tiny bit, to make yourself get better, like, whether it's unloading your problems onto a friend or a family member, or anonymously on Tumblr in an ask, or you decide that you should get counseling and you see someone, like you see a counselor, then that is great. Like, you're doing that little push, and it's that tiny push at the beginning that leads you into that upwards, like it's an upwards slope or something, I don't know. Like, it's good because it just takes that one like first push, and it doesn't get easier at the beginning. Like, I've made that push. I'm still finding myself in tears most nights, and that's fine. Like, I have acknowledged the fact that I need help now. I've acknowledged the fact that I need that push from my friends and family and the counselor, and that will keep me going. Like, it's up to you what you do with how you feel. It's up to you what you do if you're sad, or if you're lonely, or if you're worried or scared, or like have anxiety. It's up to you what you do with it. It's you can like give in, and you can give permission you can give permission to let things make you feel like shit and make things get you down, and you can let that person that you were friends with for years, or you can let that friend make you feel upset, and you can let people, you let people in, and you could let people help. Because, yeah, you can go ahead and you can think that the world is better off without you, and you can think that no one would miss you. But I am telling you right now that there are so many that would miss you. And so many care about you. So please give yourself that push to make yourself feel better. Because it's hard. I know it's hard. But I have some friends who have made it through. And cliche saying that you've got to have some rain to get a rainbow, don't you? And what I want you to just write down every good thing that has ever happened to you your entire life. Maybe it was the day you were born, or the day you met that person that's like your best friend forever now, or maybe it's that joke that you told in class that even though you got in trouble, everyone laughed and it felt really good. Or maybe it was deciding to get that person out of your life that was giving you so much grief, and it was deciding that you were gonna wear your hair like that and everyone commented on how nice it was, or the day that you found out that you like that chocolate that was really good and you're still eating now because it's like your favorite chocolate. Or you went on holiday and you met that cute guy at the beach and he winked at you. Or that cute girl at the beach and she winked at you and I don't know, her boobs fell out her bikini. Can I say that on the internet? I don't know. Maybe gonna edit that bit out. But yeah, I just want you to write every good thing that has ever happened to you. Ever. And I want you to look at that list when you feel sad. And I want you to remember good that's ever happened to you. I want you to message that friend you haven't spoken to since a year ago because you've been busy. And I want you to have a conversation with them and great. Or maybe message your best friend that you speak to every day, but they make you feel happy, or stroke a pet, or go for a walk. Just do something after you read that list to make yourself feel good and distract yourself. Maybe you could watch like 2 hours of your favorite TV show, or I don't know. Just be happy and plan your future. Plan the minor details of your future, like what car you're going to get when you turn 18 and can drive, or the first thing you're going to do on your super sweet 21st birthday. Anything that distracts you and gives you hope again, because that's what we need. We need hope and we need something to strive towards because we're humans. And we need something to give us that push and to keep us going because that's what life does. And it knocks you down. But you need to just get up and keep fighting because if everyone gave up, then we would have no one left on the planet. Because I can guarantee that at some point everyone has felt like giving up. Maybe they don't make it obvious, or maybe they don't think about it in the same way that you do. But everyone has those moments in their life, and I cannot stress how much you need to keep holding on to that one tiny thing that keeps you going. You're gonna see that concert, or you're saving up to see that, film, or go on that holiday, or you have that one friend that you know loves you. Because you just have to like strive towards that. I'm always here on Tumblr, and I will put my Tumblr link down in the description. And you can always come to me, or anyone on Tumblr, or your friends, or just tell someone how you feel. Talk to someone, because everyone cares. And yeah, so that was that serious little discussion. That's all me telling you how I felt, because I don't know, I wanted to make this video for like months, and I don't know, I never really kind of got around to it. But yeah, next video I definitely will be doing a question and answer, and I really want people to send me questions. Please send me questions. Like, that would be great. It would make me happy. Like, that is my just focus point. Yeah, I hope this helped, or maybe it didn't help, or maybe it was that push, or maybe you're just not gonna watch it because why should you watch some girl that you don't really know complain about her future or how she feels? But just please watch it and give me a like. That would be great. Or subscribe if you haven't already. I'll try and make new videos more frequently. College has started, and I've got my first assignment. First two assignments actually. I tell a lie. But yeah, thank you.